Okay, folks, as promised, we're back for more of the Wounded Warrior 1776 Push-Ups July Challenge. As promised, I'm here today, get back at it. Took a little time off yesterday just to recoup and spend some time with the wife. So, it's day 11. I think I got like 322 left remaining in the action number. My subject matter for today, to start this off, is going to be war. That's right, you heard me, war. In fact, more importantly, holy war. And I want you to commit to an act of holy war. Now, you're thinking, what are you talking about, Casper? What the hell are you talking about? Commit to an act of holy war. Well, hear me out, let me finish. Afford me a bit of latitude to indulge my line of thinking, and you'll see. So we all have maladies in our life. We have these maladies in our life, these bad habits or self-accepted weaknesses. And we call upon higher powers that we believe in all the time. People say it as euphemisms. They'll say, oh, God, if you just do this, I won't do this anymore, or I wish to God this, or I wish to God that, or if the gods would only do this, or I pray to the gods to this and that. So what I'm saying to you is, you have a self-accepted weakness. You have a malady that you're facing and you want to evict from your life. You call on your higher power to help you declare an act of war on that pernicious behavior or character trait in your life. You replace that with something good. You eradicate that deleterious thinking and you put something good in its place. That's what I'm talking about, committing an act of holy war. You commit an act of holy war upon your bad habits, your bad character flaws, whatever you want to call it, your self-accepted weakness. I don't care if it's substance abuse, whether it's alcohol, drugs, whether it's gambling, whether it's sex addiction, whether it's eating. I'm here to tell you, from somebody who's been clean for almost 30 years, going on 30 years, it's not a disease the way people make it out to be. It is a disease, yes, but the disease is a byproduct of our thinking. It's not a drinking problem, it's a thinking problem. It's not a drug problem, it's a thinking problem. It's not an eating disorder, it's a thinking problem. See, we think first, we form the thought, and then the action is a byproduct. We go ahead and we do that drink, we do that shot, we eat that plate of food, whatever that may be. It forms first in the thought. And if we replace those weak thoughts with strong thoughts, if you change the paradigm of the way you're thinking, you turn that around, and you start thinking in a positive sense, a positive matter, and that thinking now becomes your friend, not your foe. I'm going to go ahead and get down and do these first sets, and we'll go from there. All right, well, that's 50. That's 50 to get your mind going and wrapped around what I was just talking about. Yak in there, at my pie hole. It comes from the heart, it comes from experience, and it comes from a genuine desire to see you succeed. My life has its difficult moments out here, make no mistake about it. Finances are in arrears, trying to find any kind of part-time work is just non-existent. But I wake up every day, no matter how bad it is or how good it is, and I think how blessed I am to have regained my liberty. And when I started doing this stuff and people started getting at me, telling me how I'm affecting their life or how I'm influencing them in a positive way, and there's just nothing like that. For a guy like me, there's nothing like that. That's a good high right there. It's a natural high, it's a clean high, it's a positive high. That's a good charge right there. knowing that I've taken my experience and helped somebody else. It means the last 40 years of my life were not wasted. You know, they're helping somebody else along now, and I feel so blessed to be out here every day, to wake up and people tell me all the time on these comments, you're going to be bigger than this guy, bigger than that guy. Get ready for it. You're going to just be rolling in money from this and blah blah blah. And that would be awesome, but that's not why I do this. I do this because, you know what? Whoever hears this and is struggling, and I was once that guy. And if I could stop somebody else from taking the same path that I did to the big house, to the penitentiary, then you know what? I've done something good. I saved somebody some pain, who in turn has saved their loved ones, family and friends, some pain. So make no mistake about it. I ain't no holier than thou, even though I am a ordained minister of my faith, and believe me, I'm a hard believer. I'm a true zealot. But I'm all for each to have their own, to live their life, the best life they can, and I'm serious about trying to help anybody to get there, if I can, from the pain that I've suffered and the poor decisions I've made. If I could take that and convert that into a plus, and I've done something to leave a smile on my face, you know, when I close my eyes at night, other than just, you know, I got plenty to be grateful for, plenty to put a smile on my face, not least of all my beautiful wife. She's just my best friend in the world. But my good dogs that love me, you know, riding my Harley, riding my truck, just, you know, people down at the VA that treat me well when I walk in there like I'm some kind of a hero when I'm not, you know, just all the things that are good in my life. They're way better than whatever few bad things are, or whatever setbacks there are. And I'm a big proponent of legitimate juvenile justice. And what I mean by that is trying to take these kids and help straighten out their lives if I can, you know, or even if I can contribute to that, or to somebody who works with them that even listens to what I'm saying. You know, whatever ended them up in either juvenile hall or state prison, that decision didn't occur all at one time. It didn't just happen in the moment of the crime. It was bad influence that replaced good influence while parents are working, trying to make a living to put food on the table, clothes. Somebody else is filling that spot that the parents would otherwise be in if they could afford to be home. And through that, it's a negative influence. And what we all need to do, those of us that are in a position to do so, we need to replace that negative influence with these kids. Don't brush them off. You know, we were all them once, and you know what? It could be yours. God's forbid. So we need to be the difference in their lives. You know, sometimes they're listening even if they don't look like it. You know, I'm not saying go be pushy on these youngsters, but I mean, give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, here's what I told this one cop. This one cop told me the story one time. He came to prison and he was looking around in some program with DAs and stuff, but he pulled me aside. He goes, "Hey, I seen you on TV, man. Can I talk to you a minute?" I said, "What's on your mind?" He goes, "Well, you know, I got this kid that I was working with, and he had a friend, and blah blah blah." And anyway, the long story of it is, he tried to talk to the friend. The one kid, you know, came and boxed down at the Hollenbeck in LA, the Hollenbeck gym, which, you know, was run by the LAPD boxing program for the kids off the streets. And the other kid was not approachable to him, and he told me the story. He goes, "Yeah, he rolled up on him, you know, with his partner, and, you know, gang infested area, all the big homies there, stuff like that. And he didn't front him off or anything, but he was polite to him. He said, 'Hey, you know, the other day when we were talking, you know, I was talking about, you know, your friend going to the gym. You know, he's down at the gym now. When are we going to see you down there?' He goes, 'What did I do wrong?' The guy won't talk to me." I said, "Well, you fronted him off. You didn't think you fronted him off, but you fronted him off in front of the big homies. You know, to him, he's somebody because of them in their eyes. You're trying to make him understand that he's somebody of his own right, to stand up on his own two legs and learn how to be a man as he matures and with good character traits. But you fronted him off in front of the big homies. That was what you did wrong. So if you want to get somebody's attention, you pull them off to the side where nobody else can see it, or where there's nothing nefarious looking happening, or somebody doesn't think he's ratting or whatever, and you tell him, hey man, the partner's doing really good down in the gym, you know, he's got a good right cross, you know, think you might, you know, shine a little bit yourself down there and come in down there and see what you're made of, you know, and see if you like it, you know. That's the way to do that, I told him. Not rolling up on him while he's, you know, Pendleton down with his homeboys and stuff like that. I mean, the homeboys are always going to win. The homeboys are always going to win. So I'm telling you guys that may have influence with some of these kids, the same thing. You know, don't just dismiss them because of the way they look or what they're doing, because you know what? Like the character of Spencer Tracy is Father Flanagan in the movie Boys Town with, what's that little guy's name? Mickey something or other. Anyway, the line in the movie was, there's no such thing as a bad boy. And I believe that. I believe that. There is no such thing as a bad boy. There's only bad influences. And you can influence somebody enough in one direction or another that they'll just follow it through repetition, through repetition, through repetition. You know, when I started getting clean, I started looking at courses and stuff like that on my own steam. But I looked at them and I would read the materials and stuff like that, and I'd sit there and guffaw like, this shit right here. But you know, because I read it over and over and over, because it's repetitive stuff, it actually stuck. And that's what taught me that this is a thinking problem, not a sickness. The disease is a byproduct of the thinking. You change the thinking, you correct the disease. You know, you correct the malady. So that's how I got to that. But my whole point of this is you just don't dismiss these kids when you see them. Try to take some time with them, you know, set them down, talk to them. Don't talk over them, around them, or through them, or at them. Talk with them. See what makes them tick, what kind of things are of interest to them, what kind of dreams they may have. And you work on that. You don't ever tell them, hey, this is bad. Anytime you say, hey, what you're doing is bad, it's wrong, you lose them right there. Because they're indoctrinated from a young age to just shut that shit down. So what you do is you find out what their dreams are, and you build upon those dreams. You know, do something real, feel something good. That's the line there. Enough said. All right, that's 100. That's another 50. Like I said, I had 322 left, so now I got 222. I'm going to kind of stretch it out. So I'm going to go a few more days with this. It's late in the day. It's 5 o'clock. It's got a late start. I was down at the Harley dealership all day. They had a barbecue. Took the wife down there, and you know, nobody's paying me to promote anything, but I'll tell you what, shout out to Visalia Harley Davidson in Goshen, California. These people treat you like family. And they'll do you right when they work on your sled or whatever it is. So that's going to be it for today. I'm going to tell you all that believe in yourselves. That's where everything starts. That's a change in your life. Believing in yourself. I can do this. I will. Remember when I talked about I will. I will do this. So until tomorrow, it's Dr. Casper Odson Kroll saying, be your best advocate, be your agent of change, be healthy, be positive, be smart, and most of all, be free. All right, then, Odin Meadows.